So my name is Belinda Chu. I am an Associate Director of Admissions here at Dartmouth College, and I am also an alum of the college, so I am not biased when I say this is the best institution that you can find. So Dartmouth College is the 9th oldest college in the United States. We are the smallest of the Ivy League institutions, so again, that really sets a very different kind of setting. So we have about 4,200 undergraduate students and about 2,000 graduate students here. We are very unique, so that's why I call ourselves a unicorn, because we sit at that nexus between a small, intimate liberal arts college setting with the resources and the capacity and the reach of a major research institution. So Dartmouth students tend to be very lucky, and sometimes we take it for granted. I know I certainly did when I was a student here. I thought, oh, everybody gets to work with these, award-winning professors and people who invent things. I just thought that was normal, that you get to eat lunch with them and, and get to go to office hours with them and work side by side. Dartmouth College, your experience here is just the tip of the iceberg. If you can imagine an iceberg, right? This is the experience, but your involvement with Dartmouth will continue in profound ways that you won't even realize until after you graduate. Because our alumni network is, anyone who kind of comes to Dartmouth know we are obsessed about our institution in the most healthy way, but we are very much, very much connected to this place we call home, and this is very much a family, and being someone who is of a Chinese heritage, family means a lot, so I think it was really amazing for me to find that this indeed is a family for me. So when you're looking for jobs, internships, just even that connection, if you want to find someone, if I'm traveling to China, if I'm traveling anywhere overseas, I make sure that I'm in touch with the Dartmouth alum because I know that they're there to support me. And so we are right now in the process of really kind of thinking through how does our recruitment strategy go, because we want to be in China, really on the ground a little bit more than we have been able to in the past. The great thing about this year, our class of 2021, we see an increase in international student representation. So this last year for the class of 2020, we were about 8% international students. This year we're at 11%, and we're going to, we're really excited because Dartmouth is really poised to continue to grow, strategically even more in the next 5 years in China, certainly. Dartmouth, especially because of our size, every person matters here. It is not a place where you can come in and be lost in a crowd. We're looking for really diversity, not just in terms of geographic diversity, but we're looking for diversity in thought and experience and interest. It's very hard to define what a Dartmouth student is, but if you kind of really push me on, what characterizes general characterizations of Dartmouth, I would say, one is that sort of real deep intellectual curiosity, and it's that genuine sort of interest in continuing to learn and to question and to grapple with topics and be okay with not knowing and be okay with maybe trying something and maybe it doesn't work, but that's fine, you'll try it again, right? I think we're also looking for students who are independent, and independent in the sense that they're independent in thought, right? The kind of student that is willing to, again, question, our professors always say, I love the students who will just ask why, those are the questions that will continue to push innovation along. A sense of adventurism, again, in that sense that not that you have to do adventurism like I have to climb a mountain, which a lot of students do climb mountains here, but it's not just physical adventure, that sense of adventure, but again that intellectual willingness to sort of again try and venture new things. Students who are very collaborative. If you've met any Dartmouth alumni, I think in a way we stand out in the sense that these are individuals who are doing some remarkable things, but at the same time they understand the importance of teamwork and the importance of really working together. So we look for students who have that potential to really think about their impact, and not just in terms of getting the A, right, in class, but that impact of what are you going to do for society? How are you going to leave this world a better place than when you came? strongly recommend that applicants submit a peer recommendation. So this is literally, you ask a friend to tell us about you. There's nothing to stress out about. There's nothing to say, oh, it has to look this way. We just want your friend to tell us a little bit more about you, because we like to have nice students on campus. And so there's no one right way, and there is no, there's no perfect applicant. I think a lot of times people go, what's that secret? What is that one thing? And it isn't. It's a human process, right? So admissions is very much a science and an art, right? There's a bit of the science, because we're looking, we're kind of looking, analytically, can the student thrive here, right? Because we're not just looking for students who will do well. We're looking for students who will thrive. And then sort of there's this other piece, does the student fit in here, right? Does the student demonstrate that curiosity, that adventure? And you can't make that up. No matter how hard you try, you can't. It comes through in so many different unexpected ways. And so there's no one answer, because it's so different for every student.